coming into this situation. I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more thankful.
A change of this magnitude comes at a cost.
No, I'm not going to come in here and beat Drew Holiday.
Backed away and stolen by Holiday. And a powerful ball throws it down.
Obviously with Drew, he's the reason now I'm a champion.
I love him. I don't love him as a basketball player. I love him as a brother.
I can't believe it.
Winning is the most important thing to me. Thought I had a chance of that in Milwaukee. It happened. Now I have the same chance.
This season we have a guy that takes us to a different level.
I can bring something to compliment Giannis. I'm a competitor.
I don't back down from anybody.
I want to win.
That's the reason why I play, is to win.
The goal is the same.
We are judged on winning. I'm a winner.
And the mentality must be vicious.
Before loyalty, winning comes first.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm. Here from TD Garden in Boston. And a special run tonight as we take a look at the starting lineups for the respective teams. Lillard, Beasley, Middleton starting tonight. Antetokounmpo and Lopez for the Bucks. Holiday, White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, their leading scorer, and Kristaps Porzingis, a new addition this year for the Celtics at the 5 spot. In timeout. Celtics out of the gate quickly. Good tonight's Star Watch brought to you by Puma, and Jaylen Brown off to a quick start here tonight. He got 8 points and coming off a foul trouble plate game in Charlotte a couple nights ago. What do you make of his rather slow start this year, Doris? If you can call it slow.
I thank you for qualifying that, Mark Jones, because when you add somebody the caliber of...
Over. Back with more in a minute. Look at Dame Lillard this season versus last season. Of course, the venue is different. Teammates are different. Systems are different. Different climate, different city, living situation. And you can factor all that in, Doris. But he said to me prior to tip-off tonight, you can't rush this. And that's the end of the first 12 minutes of play. Boston leading by 12 in the showdown of Eastern Conference power. Jason Tatum. Well, Jason Tatum, the face of the franchise here in Boston, off to a historically great start. His plus 170 is tops in the NBA. And a look at other Celtics throughout the first 14 games. He is amongst some elite company. Looking at all Hall of Famers there pretty much.
And listen, he is a guy who prides himself on being available. So we talked about him not feeling well. You think he's going to miss a chance? It's a good decision, Mr. Jackson. You keep going with that.
Header coming up here on ESPN, the second half of it. We'll send you out to Phoenix as the Suns host Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Don't be fooled by the sleepy disposition there. All right, thanks a lot, Katie. Stay tuned, folks, for the Toyota halftime. We'll join Malika Andrews, Sinead Bumake, and Kendrick Perkins right after these messages.
The NBA.
Welcome back to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm from TD Garden in Boston. 67-53 as we get ready to start the third quarter of play. Let's take a look at our first half stats brought to you by Peloton, and the second leading duo in the NBA of Antetokounmpo and Lillard, just 17 points compared to Brown and Tatum's 26 right now. Mark Jones courtside along with Doris Burke. Katie George
coming in over his last 6, averaging 37. It's going to be by committee, but it starts at the point of attack. And interestingly, you made note of this right away. Drew Holiday accepted the assignment initially. He refuses to get screened. He's going to battle through whatever screen you're trying to set. But then there's backside help. That was Kristaps Porzingis. Now Sam Hauser's got him. Well, looks like Giannis gets the step. Look at Al Horford and Peyton Pritchard come over and give assistance. So now listen, look at the angle Giannis has got to take. Well, he's going to cut him off. The spin happens. Jason Tatum ends up with the ball going the other direction. Just a great team effort on a guy who has been absolutely unstoppable.
In-season tournament continues Friday night with a doubleheader. Miami taking on the Knicks at 7:45 Eastern. Then it's the Spurs and the Warriors. Coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN and the app. The Miami Heat undefeated in group play so far.
So turnover leads to transition. Brook Lopez was complaining to the official. Nice pass, a better pass. Derek White, easy.
With the board, and that's the end of 36 minutes of play. Jaylen Brown's ball handling has been questioned at times, and decision making, but no complaints here.
Not when you deliver like that.
No.
And give us a little smile. Hey, I can pass it and I can handle it too.
Season tournament continues Friday night with a doubleheader. Miami taking on the New York Knicks at 7:45. Then it's the Spurs and Warriors. Coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. Tate paused it by fighting over the screen. We got a timeout. 6:56 to go.
Jaylen Brown has a season-high 8 assists. 5 of them have gone to Kristaps Porzingis. Holds off the initial defender there in Malik Beasley. Nice job regaining the dribble because he didn't have control, and then returned the favor. Kristaps Porzingis, little back cut. The reason this is important is there are times where that tandem is going to be tasked with shouldering the load. Now, we've talked about it. Boston has given up a couple leads. They're within 10. Milwaukee, not over in Beantown.
Big night for Brook Lopez, a season-high 26. Giannis struggling from the field, under 500 on the back of back-to-back 40-point nights, and Dame with 18 and coming to life on this last play.
Yeah, he's gotten by on a number of occasions. Just beats Jaylen Brown. Jaylen physically strong, good lateral movement. Damian Lillard was acquired for a reason, folks, and it's this in particular. Late game. It's not all on Giannis' shoulders. You got a big-time guy.
Don't forget, coming up next, Steph Curry working on his range. He'll take on the Phoenix Suns, and KD, Warriors, Suns. Right after the game, Curry has scored at least 20 in all 13 games this season. Meanwhile, home cooking. Spent a little time with his young son, Deuce, on the eve of Thanksgiving. An emotional night here for Drew Holiday, playing against his former team. Celtics win it 119-116. For Doris Burke and Katie George, I'm Mark Jones. For our talented crew behind the camera you never get a chance to see, happy Thanksgiving from all of us to all of you. So long from Boston, and stay tuned after the break. We'll take you back to the studio.